You're watching that main event no matter what. Here we go.
そろそろ出てこい。世界をぶっ倒す日本ヘビー級選手。100キロ超級日本最強渋沢翔馬。ラオス人の父と日本人の母を持つ若き重量級ファイター。MMA を経験し向かった戦場は異種格闘技巌流島。参戦し全て圧勝。一躍日本ヘビー級エース候補へ。武道は MMA を超えるか。
強い選手をどんどん育って日本に送ります。
朝青龍から2人目の資格。巨体を生かした組み技のスペシャリスト。グラップリングで実績を重ね、その高度な技術で MMA でも活躍。モンゴル選手の威信をかけて日本モンゴル100キロ超級ド迫力対決。渋沢翔馬 VS ボルドプレフ・ヌルジャルガル。
In the blue corner, from Mongolia,
Bulgarev Yunjakar, 4-0 in mixed martial arts, stands 6'2", weighed in at 268 pounds. This is a big boy, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, this guy was recommended by the Mongolian Yokozuna. His father is a former Mongolian sumo wrestler. His younger brother is a Mongolian sumo wrestler. He started off in Mongolian sumo, but also started at judo at 17 and followed him and created the mixed martial arts legacy that he has right now. He is the Mongolian MMA champ. He said he was supposed to fight at the New Year's Eve show against Amir Al-Akbari, but with Amir signing with a different promotion, it just wasn't supposed to happen. He looks up to former Yokozuna Ashishorio like a brother. Married, got 2 kids, 9-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter. That's his motivation. He also wants all of us to know that he just bought a new puppy. You can imagine a puppy next to this guy. Probably fits in the palm of his hand. This guy's an absolute beast when you stand next to him. When asked about his opponent, he's like, I don't know much about my opponent, but does it really matter? I'm going to beat him. All right, well, there's confidence there. He says the perfect, now get this, Frank, very important to understand this for people that tuned in before. He said his perfect fight tonight is not to perform like the last Mongolian fighter who fought here at Ryzen. That last fighter has been under a lot of criticism back in Mongolia for not putting on a good performance. Finally, Frank, he wants you to know he doesn't like cats, he doesn't like snakes, and he doesn't like cilantro.
That's a little weird to put in that group.
Yeah, well.
One thing does not match with the others. The snake.
in the red corner, from Japan.
Shoma Shibisai, 27 years old, stands 6'3", 4-1 in mixed martial arts. He's got 3 knockouts and 1 submission on his record. In essence, if he wins, it's generally going to be a finish. He started judo at the age of 12, influenced by his father. He made his pro debut in kickboxing in an event called Crush. He's got an older brother, he's got a younger sister. His family name, Shibisai, is taken from a famous monk in Laos. It's very rare to have a family name like this, he said. Favorite move is obviously the right cross. Obviously packs a lot of power behind his punch. He's a big boy. He fights in what's called moat fighting, and he's won all 3 of those fights in the first round. He said he has no problem competing in open weight. If I land, my opponent will go down. And if I lock in a submission, my opponent will tap. I will prove to you that size does not matter. His hobby is all about Netflix. Loves U.S. dramas like The Walking Dead. Well, you want to call that a drama, to be honest with you. He likes cheap but good pasta, Frank. Doesn't like raw oysters. And by the way, he's afraid of ghosts.
Ghosts?
Ghosts.
I said goats.
Ghosts. Phantoms.
第5試合を行います。青コーナー188センチ、121.5キロ。ボルドプレフィー、イヌルジャルガル。赤コーナー191センチ、101.15キロ。シビサイショーマー。レフェリー和田亮。
この試合はライジン MMA 特別ルールで行われます。1ラウンド5分、2ラウンド5分、3ラウンド5分、インターバルは60秒で行われます。なお、両者には15キロ以上体重差があるため、体重の軽い渋沢翔馬選手にグラウンド状態での足、膝による頭部、顔面への攻撃の選択権があります。この攻撃を渋沢選手が
First look at the big boys, Frank.
Yeah, here it comes.
Heavyweights in the rising ring.
Your fellow Canadian Paul Lazenby says hello. He's very excited for this fight, actually.
Speaking of big boys, Lazenby.
Yeah, I know. Sorry I missed you a couple weeks ago in
He's
LA,
a
Paul.
monster.
I apologize.
Did some work with him back in the day, and the first time I met him, I was like, my goodness.
That fellow stunt guy.
Yeah.
Love that guy. Well, obviously where's the reach.
Yep.
The weight advantage of almost 40 pounds.
Shibisai had his opponent in the corner.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Volkarev. Volkarev with the left underhook there, trying to get a better grip here. Look for the sumo background to come around. Boom! With a beautiful takedown, Frank.
Nice sweep. Now what you going to do with it? There's a lot of weight on top of you, but does he know what to do with it? Of course, in judo with his newaza, if he had a gi on, he'd be able to work some chokes, whatever, in here, but doesn't have that. Did he develop? Did he expand from it?
Great job with hip movement here, keeping his hips low, keeping his opponent down. Needs to be careful with his limbs, though. Leg lock attempt here.
Not even close into it though.
No.
Position.
He's just trying to. I think he's trying to just use it as a potential sweep. He's got to watch that. Those hammer fists could come down.
His knee's in a bad position, especially with a guy who's big on top of you. Even though he's figure forward up, he has to push away with his other heel, get his leg out a little bit more to get the leverage and start to roll underneath. He can't because the ropes are
in the way. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Josh Barnett just chimed in. He used to train Bo Prev at CSW with Harry Carlson back in the day. Thanks, Josh, for that. I appreciate it.
Well, if he's trained with Josh Barnett, this guy might have submissions coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, now my whole attitude has changed. At some point, there's going to be a Kimura lock attempted, and there's going to be a toe hold worked on at some point, and a wrist lock. Gosh, this guy is really athletic, great base, and 268 pounds. So, I mean, it's scary having a guy that's, 225, 235 when you're 225 on top of you. Having a guy that's that much bigger than you on top of you. Good triangle attempt, but he's got his arm.
He's got to watch his arm there. Yep. Oh, he passed guard beautifully there. Now he's in side control. Different position though, or the positioning in the ring isn't going to help Bolperev right now.
He's doing a great job of keeping his position. He's a great job of sitting. But the problem is that because they're so big and the ropes are here, they really can't finish anything because there's no space for them to maneuver.
And you, just as you mentioned that, the referee says, ask them to stop. He's going to try and pull these guys in. That's a workout and a half right there. That's when you need Josh Barnett here to help move these guys.
I know. So who's coming to move these guys over for us?
3分経過、3分経過。
Now we've got Bolperev in mount, or in half mount here. Shibisai's got to do something with his hips. He can't just lay flat there, Frank.
No, he's got to either turn in or turn away. Just staying flat on your back just gives him the ability to rain down punches on you and keep his weight on you. That's going to make you exhausted. You're carrying an extra 40 pounds. That makes you exhausted.
Making him carry all his weight. Bolperev continuing, now he's using his legs now to try and get that left leg free. Try and get the mount. Good sweep there by Shibisai.
Good job, changing his position. Gilmer's now on top, able to see let's see what he can do with it.
Spent more than 3 minutes on his back. He's got 1:10 now, under 1:10 to swing that favor over in the judges.
And he can do it if he gets some heavy blows in here, gets maybe a partial attempt, passes the guard. He can definitely win this round and steal away from him. Well, when the portion of the fight to here, I apologize about saying win the round. Because obviously the judges don't work that way here.
Trying to get those punches through, as Shibisai. Oh,
Nice.
there, that one landed nicely on Bolperev. Gotta watch his base here. Although Shibisai is basing out, he's got to be careful here.
Shibisai is very long.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of reach in this position, so he can get you from very far distance away and still punch you solidly in the head, which is what happened twice, but took a knee to the face.
Oh, that one landed beautifully. Referee stopping the fight now. Calling time. Ooh, that one landed hard.
They got a point. What's he doing? Knee to the head. So are they calling it an illegal knee to the head? Is that what
It
it's
seems to be.
So what were the rules on this?
It's MMA special rules is the listing that we'd have here, and I'm going to assume that no knees were allowed, Frank.
No knees to a down opponent.
No knees to
so
a down
you got to
opponent.
stay away from the head then.
So this could cost him the fight, if not a yellow card.
Which is money now coming through. Quick shout out to Jason 173 from Canada, or 1973 from Canada. Thanks for watching at home. Looks like everyone in Canada's up. Canada and Texas so far, Joe.
Canada, they love their mixed martial arts, man, I'm telling you. I cannot tell you how many Canadian fans I run into that are so happy that we're working these shows here in Japan. They just, the vintage, the love for pride. There's a yellow card, Frank.
Yep, yellow card. And what is the yellow card now? 20% of the purse, I think it still is. And red card is no longer disqualification. A red card is now 50% of your purse. So it changed from what it used to be.
Very strange here, but when there's a 15+ kilogram difference between opponents in the open weight, there are no knees.
Oh, yes, I apologize. Yeah, we knew that. I'm sorry, Joe. I totally forgot about that. So there's...
but the lighter fighter can choose.
Yeah, if he wants knees or not.
If he wants knees or not, yeah.
And
Same thing with soccer ball kicks, or soccer kicks.
Yeah, or proper football kicks, as you like to call them.
It's weird because, you know, Shibisai didn't approve them, yet you just used it.
I know. It's, well, you know, I'll tell you what, I can use them, but he can't use them. That's pretty much what he was saying.
Yeah. Very strange.
Wow, he was exhausted for a really long time.
Well, there isn't much time left in this round here. Jason Herzog walking by the broadcast booth, smiling and us laughing. I don't know what he's laughing at. came by to insult us. Frank.
So I just want everyone at home to understand kind of my thought process on this.
Yeah.
The knees are not allowed, right, in that position. Totally understand it. I understand.
There's no goal, Frank. There's no goal here. I don't think you heard the bell. Oh, he just used his face to get up, Frank. He's upset. Really upset about that knee.
Okay, so the knees are not allowed, right? But say the knees were allowed. He got kneed in the side of the head that one time. He would have got kneed again, and the fight would have been over. So the knees are not allowed. They stop the fight. He goes in the corner. He takes a really long time while he's in the corner. Talking to the doctors, he's kind of slowing the pace down, trying to recuperate. So you know he got knocked pretty hard. Now you see the end of the fight, the end of the round rather. The bell goes off. He doesn't hear it. Let's make the excuse he didn't hear it. He continues to fight. He gets up by pushing on his face.
That's a yellow card, man.
So he's exhausted. He's not hurt from the knee. He's tired now. So if I'm over in Shoma's corner, I'm letting him know, look, he's tired. We got to keep pushing the pace. He spent a lot of energy while he was on top of you in that first round.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah, dude, that's a lot of face.
Yeah. That should be a yellow card, in my opinion. That's unsportsmanlike.
Blue corner, seconds out.
And Lenny Hart's calling you right out of it, see?
Blue corner, seconds out. Round 2.
Just a friendly reminder to all the old school fans. If you remember Akira Shoji, back in the day, that guy would always compete in open weight, and he would always accept the rules, even though he was the smaller one, and the fans loved him for that. It didn't matter. They took a beating, but
he knew how to take a beating.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys that it's tough to say, like even the Aguirre brothers would take a beating and then come back and win, and he was the same way, where he would find a way to take very little damage, even though he was getting overwhelmed for us at ringside and overwhelmed for us at home watching on TV. But he still found a way to win. What a great competitor he was.
You had to mention the Nogueira brothers. Now I want to go on the internet as quickly as possible to see how many Big Nogs and Little Nogs fight happened in this arena here. The Bob Sapp slam comes to mind on Big Nog.
I know. I thought Bob Sapp was going to end his life.
So
I was like, we're going to see a death in there, and then boom, came back out and caught him. It was amazing.
Bolperev now inside control, trying to set up something there. Looking for the armbar potentially. You could still have the option for a Kimura if he moves his head around. Actually, I should be careful, seeing as it's a Josh Barnett protege, but he used some catch-can wrestling terminology.
I'm not even sure. I apologize, Josh. I'm not even sure what the terminology.
Double wrist lock.
Double wrist lock. Yeah.
Well, the option is there. Here it is. And now the referee's got the signal up. Oh, the hand's moving. Could be a tap. Oh, that's could be. Oh, there's a knee. He's trying to defend with the knee. Ooh, he's twisting it over, and a good job spinning. That's Bolperev not using his hips, though, to control his opponent, Frank.
He didn't do anything with it.
He's got the knee on belly. Now this is a different story here. If he can use his hips.
He had a great position. He could have finished this fight and just gained distance to get out. If he went for it once, why would you leave your arm out there again? Tuck your arm back.
Now he's got a different option. Now he can roll the shoulder here. He's just got to be careful here of his positioning. Bolperev, that is. Shibisei can't sit on his back. He's got to turn.
Shoma's got to learn. He's got to learn his positioning. He keeps leaving that arm because he's got it out there again for him to get. He just leaves the arm hanging out there. Unless he's baiting him for some reason to change positions, but he just keeps getting caught in it.
Now Bolperev can use his right leg to cup, just bring it over the head, as opposed to where he has it right now, but bring it over the head of his opponent.
Look, he literally just fought to get it out and gave it to him again.
Yeah.
Put it right back in the wheelhouse. This is a guy, he doesn't know what he's doing at the bottom. He has no idea how to get out. He's not turning his hips at all. He's just taking the beating at this point.
It's almost a crucifix. Now he's got his arm out, and he just gave it right back again. Now at this point here, Bolperev can go for a Kimura, and I think he just did right there. He's trying. He's letting his opponent up, though.
Bail out. Just bail out. Don't even try to attack in here. Nice peek out.
Yeah.
Not going to get it, though. There's no space.
He just got rolled right back into the position, Frank.
Well, that was his fault. He was completely out. He rolled into him again and gave him that spot. All he had to do was stand up. He was out.
1:45 left in round 2.
There's all both right now.
He's telling him no elbows. He said no elbows, so Bolperev began punching. Not much power. It doesn't seem like, I know there's probably power behind it, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of power coming behind those punches.
He's definitely not selling a power punch, moving his hips and making it hard and grunting. He's just kind of putting it down there. See, he's out again. He's got his way out. He just bail out. He just needs to bail out of this as opposed to keep trying to fight. You're not going to drive into him. He's against the ropes. You can't turn a corner on him. He's too athletic. He's too big. Once he breaks his hand, bail your head out and stand up. You got a better shot at being on your feet.
Under a minute to go here. Second round here, scheduled for 3. Unuruu Bulperev taking on Shoma Shibase. Heavyweight action here in the Rising Ring. Of course, Bulperev, Frank, did say his perfect fight this evening is to not perform like the last Mongolian fighter who fought in Rising, and I beg to argue that that previous fighter had a better performance than this, though. Didn't win.
Yeah, but it was more exciting in the process. So is it more important to be exciting or more important to win?
As I peer across the ring here from our broadcast booth, we can see the Japanese broadcast booth, and Takada seems to be laughing. I wonder what he's saying. He's the GM here at Rising.
I'd definitely like to be inside of his head.
You got to make sure you impress him. Saki Kibara-san. Now you see. Oh, he was able to get the reversal, but just way too late. 1 second left in the round.
Yeah, didn't get on top at all.
This wasn't enough, Frank. Two rounds down. One more round to go. Shoma Shibase taking on Unuruu Bulperev. Referee going in for some clarification in Bulperev's corner. Explained to him, look, you cannot throw those elbows. Shibase survived what, Frank? 4 or 5 attempts there?
Yeah, I mean, easy, and it missed like 3 or 4 attempts. You know, and then, but he just kept giving it back, I don't understand. So you talk about fighter IQ, Joe, and you and I have discussed this. You know, you got to be smart in the fight that you're in itself. So I got caught in a Kimura. I got caught in an Americana. When I put my arm out, I don't leave it in that space. I got to pull it all the way out. I don't let him have a chance to go back to it again. Twice I kind of understand. Oh, you're not really sure. 3 times I can kind of lean towards it. You start going to 5 times, 6 times. You're like, you're just not thinking. It's not paying attention. This corner is just dumping water. The blue corner is dumping water on the ground. They're slowing the fight down on purpose. So, yellow card.
Oh, Rev's not having it. He's not having it.
He's exhausted.
The referee saying, you do it again, you're getting a yellow card. He gave him a yellow card, Frank.
Good. Yeah.
He gave him a yellow card.
Corner. They should have. I mean, I totally agree.
Yeah. That evens things out now,
Yeah.
technically speaking. Try that old school boxing trick in Rising, Frank.
I've used that a couple times. Thank you, Tim Lane, for helping me out on that one.
Good on the referee, though, for catching it. Good on the referee for saying, you know what, you're not going to pull that here.
Back to the grave. Thanks for watching us in Australia. Drinking your tea and crumpets. I'm having green tea. Does that count?
There we go, Frank. Oh, and the referee keeping these guys from falling out.
That was just, I mean, fighter IQ again just does not make any sense. You see Jason Herzog off in the corner of the camera right there on the right-hand side.
Both referees are
He's
in there
using all of his 125 pounds to push these guys back in again.
Chris down here, referees. There's 3 refs here, 1 in the ring, 2 on the outside, working to keep these fighters from falling outside the ropes. You and I will have to jump. These guys are about 6 feet away from us. They come through the ropes, Frank. We need to have some reaction time and make it behind here. The referee's had enough. I think it's a good call, Frank. I think it's a great call. They're not doing anything.
Neither guy was trying to do anything at all in that spot. They both were just wrestling.
So now he's got his hands. Both guys have their hands down. Oh, he tries a high kick and he just falls to the mat.
Gives him this. I mean, that's just. It's so tough to see a guy with so much potential just do nothing.
The squeeze on now by Bolporev, squeezing the neck, trying to block the blood from going into the brain here, trying to get some sort of squeeze on the neck to get a choke there, but not enough. But now he's underneath the chin there. If he adjusts correctly, he's just not squeezing hard enough in the two arteries, Frank.
Well, he doesn't really have it. And he doesn't have his hands locked up. He's not really selling his hips down. He's really just kind of floating. He's kind of blanket riding, what we call it in wrestling. But he's kind of.
You can get the choke from there, but if you're not applying the right pressure, you're riding it.
And then once you get your hands locked up, then you really got to sit back and get everything settled down. He wasn't doing any of that. He was kind of content just to be laying on top of him at that spot. Well, to be honest, Joe, we're talking about Mongolian fighters at this point in time, and the other Mongolian, I think, did and I apologize for forgetting his name right now, but I think he did have a better showing, even though he did lose. So. And we really, though, haven't seen that much action out of either one. I mean, so the two fighters that we've seen here in recent history really have not impressed me with their ability to come into a fight. Could be nerves, yeah, could be some other factors going on there, but definitely not bringing the heat like I thought he would, in this fight.
I was expecting a lot more from Bolporev. I mean, it's still, anything can happen. We still have 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go here. Round number 3. We pull off a submission. They stand up, there could be a knockout, you don't know. But as of right now, 13 minutes into this fight here, not what you and I were expecting, and I'm sure not what many people were expecting.
Especially with two big heavyweights with throwing power and punching power and submission game, you think there would be a lot more going on, it's just not.
I mean, the positioning here with 1:45 to go in the fight here, you don't see anything specific that is on the road to fight ending. I mean, these punches are coming down, but
what they hit, shoulder, side of the head, like really nothing flush. All he has to do really in this position is sprawl. If he would just sprawl out.
See, there's a good scramble there. Not sure what he's yelling at there.
The camera crews are on the exterior running around this thing trying to get a better angle.
Less than a minute to go here, Frank. He's looking to set up an armbar here. Is he going to turn it? Will he turn it into a Kimura? Or shall I say double wrist lock?
He's got the head caught.
Doesn't he want to go for the armbar now?
Yeah.
Puzzling style here, Frank.
He's playing it safe. It's almost like he's playing it safe and doing just enough to win. Or in this case, not to lose.
Drags his opponent back down the ground as Bolporev. Shibisai needs to do something here. 20 seconds to go here. I mean, it's just
there's no desperation on him at all.
Zero.
He's not trying to do anything.
Zero. Even after he got that yellow card.
Yeah. He didn't really accelerate or try to do anything.
Both guys got yellow cards here. I mean, if we're going to offer a victor on these judges' scorecards, so now he's upset. Now he's put his face. Now these guys are starting to fight here. Not like you had 15 minutes, Frank. You had 15 minutes to fight. The fight comes to an end. Now you want to fight?
Yeah, I know. And he's celebrating a great victory that he didn't do anything.
I'm puzzled.
I'm super puzzled.
I mean, you can tell by the fans' reaction here. They're not exactly cheering him.
I got it. It's a little embarrassing. There's some fans behind us that are laughing at his antics. They're like, I don't really understand what he's thinking, what he saw, what he feels like. I don't know.
He just threw his mouthpiece in sheer excitement, and I'm not too sure. He's celebrating still in the center of the ring with the referee. And we did look over and see the Yokozuna. He's smiling ear to ear, and I don't know, like, the other gentleman that competed. Again, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but I thought he was far more exciting.
Yeah, was going for, was trying to win, just was outmatched. Just wasn't able to beat the opponent that night. It definitely was a lot more exciting to watch. But we'll see. I mean,
what are the fans thinking on social media? Hashtag Rise11. Did I miss something? Did Frank Trigg miss something?
I mean, there's I'm getting a couple private messages for people that want to stay unnamed. They're like, how can you commentate this fight? It's so boring, and it's like.
Here we go.
ジャッジ豊永、青ウヌルジャルガル。
Fans are booing Frank.
ジャッジジーミー、青ウヌルジャルガル。ジャッジ大藪、青ウヌルジャルガル。よって勝者青ボルドプレフウヌルジャルガル。
I cannot ever in my history covering mixed martial arts, watching mixed martial arts, calling mixed martial arts in Japan, I don't recall fans booing at an event before.
It's the first time I've ever heard booing in Japan. And let's remind you, ladies and gentlemen, I have fought here before and was not booed. So, and I get booed everywhere. This is the first time I've ever heard Japanese fans boo an opponent.
There were cordial claps because of, this is a very respectful culture here, but there were many fans that were booing altogether whether he won the fight or not. Very, very strange here. I don't think they realize. I mean, I remember Baruto, when he competed here, there was criticism after the fight because they didn't think he fought to be exciting, but very surprised here with this performance here by Bolporev. I mean, these guys are celebrating like he's won a world title.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the moral victory is enough of a victory.
That's true. I don't even know if they're going to give him a microphone, Frank.
Probably not. I don't see him in there.
No, there's no microphone.
There's a guy that actually holds the microphone and sits. It's like this pride and joy of him being able to hand that microphone off, and he didn't come in for that one.
It'd be interesting to hear what the Horizon staff have to say about Bolporev's performance, the matchmaking team, because very, very strange. Very, very strange performance. I was expecting a lot more. Then again, I didn't get kneed in the face in the first round, Frank.
Yeah, and I didn't have a man that's 48 pounds heavier than me either on top of me. And trying to put that weight and trying to put that power in. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see how he comes in his next fight. I'm sure he'll be back here again in Rising Fighting.